Toastmaster of the day. Who are you when no one is watching you? Not when you're on stage, not when you are posting your wins, not when someone is checking your results. Who are you when it's just you and the truth? Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests. It was February the 1st, a quiet, cool morning, right at the crack of dawn. Warm vitamin D from the sun was beginning to hit my face. I had just finished my morning workout. I sat on my table and grabbed my performance journal. You see, I track my days, every single one of them. And January was complete, 31 entries. At the beginning of the year, I set a goal to read 24 books in 2026. And that amounts to 2 books a month. Now it's time to review my January summary. Lo and behold, what does the journal say? 1 book in the month of January. Just 1. I stared at that page. I begin to come up with excuses for myself. Like, I was too busy planning a golden jubilee no one asked for. But really, there was no excuse. In that quiet moment, something heavy dawned on me. If I value integrity and I don't do what I say I will do, then what do my values really mean? Upon that realization, I felt my chest beating. Because it was no longer about the books. It was not about reading. It was about integrity. Among my values, I had identified 3 to adopt for my life. Integrity, which means I do what I say I'll do. Mastery, which means I take growth seriously. Learning, which means I don't take improvements as optional. We all make and set goals by January. We join the gym, we start the diet, we buy the books. But then 2 weeks later, the negotiations begin. I'll get to it tomorrow. Oh no, this week I was too busy. I'll catch up next month. In those moments, nothing dramatic happens. However, something small is lost. Self-trust. And self-trust is not lost in one big failure. Self-trust fades in small, private compromises. That morning, I realized what I needed was not more motivation. What I needed was fewer negotiations. Because if I truly value integrity, then my environment should make it easier than excuses. So I made some changes. A book by my bedside table, a book on my desk at work, an ebook on my phone, and reading at least 5 pages daily. And I started to log it daily in my habit tracker. I wasn't doing it to impress anyone. I was doing it to remove negotiations. If integrity truly matters to you, then design your life so it wins. It's February again. I opened my performance journal. 5 books, 5 pages read today. The first book is almost done, and I have started the second book. I'm not proud of myself. I am just consistent. And that feels different. So I ask you again, who are you when no one is watching? You see, goals define the direction. Systems define the behavior. Values define the identity. So don't just set goals. Design systems that protect your identity. Identify one core value you claim to hold. Identify one daily behavior you can do to prove that value. And then remove the negotiations. Nobody will get to see you do all of this. But in the end, you will, and you will grow your own self-trust and build your integrity and hold steadfast your core values. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.